What's up guys, it's Katie and we are back with a new video. Yes, today I've got something a little bit different. It's a speed build, so you guys know how I do those. But half the video is a build from me and then half of the video is a build from my boyfriend. Insert face here. My boyfriend didn't want to be part of this video, but I wanted to do something with him. He doesn't like being on camera and he doesn't want to be part of my videos. He said maybe the day I hit 1,000 subs or maybe 1,000,000, knowing what he's like, he'll record a video with me. But from today it's just me, and I'll be painfully describing his build style. So wish me luck guys and help. No, let's get into this video. Okay guys, so we started off this video with me building the shell of the house, and this took me ridiculously long. I cannot explain. The house was so difficult to try and shape and build, and it took a lot of me trying to work out where this room goes, what the layout is. Also, I use Google Maps because my brain, and I had to generally look at the size of the house and where the windows were and where the roofing was, which some things you don't always think about when you're building you look at your own house. So for me, this was an absolute chaotic thing to do. Our house is quite big anyway, and it has a lot of like external structures going on. We've got like sheds, garages in the garden, which you see I'm building here, and then it also extends from like a brick wall from the front of the house. So it's this house is complicated in the way it's built, because it started off as a standard terrace corner home, and over time Nathan's parents have added structures, built things, changed the layout, changed where the wall goes and that kind of thing. So it works really well in real life, but trying to build it was mind-blowing, because all I did, right, there's a wall here, where does that attach to? And I don't know. So after I finally got the shell sorted out, you'll see I will furnish how I want the house, and then my boyfriend Nathan is gonna furnish how he wants the house. And guys, it's a stressful process. So just to let you know, he's not a simmer. He doesn't do sims. He doesn't know a lot about how to build. He's played it on the odd occasion when he was younger, but not to the extent of me. Obviously I build quite a lot, I know how it works. He doesn't, and obviously I know all the tricks and how to move the stuff around, and he doesn't. So yeah, you'll see it's quite quite a painful process in trying to watch him build. So I tried to cut out the really, really, really painful bits that I couldn't even watch, because I was just like so it's like 10 minutes of trying to move a counter, and I was like we ain't got time for that. So yeah, literally this build was so stressful to do, but I'm so impressed with like my house, and there's just so many ideas if we ever own this house, and I would love to. And it's funny because I showed it to his mum, and she's like, oh my god, I've got so many ideas now of like what I want to do, just from like my furnishing style and everything. But I feel like I've got quite a nice personally a really good furnishing style. I like the neutral tones and the monochrome, so the whites, the blacks, and then I love the wood tones, and then I love the occasional sparkle of some rose gold or like iron accents. So for me, I love my house and I'm so proud of it. So yeah, we built the show, and this is me furnishing the house. So I hope you guys enjoy this because I love it. And you'll also see, guys, I made some CC pictures of photos that we've actually got already in our house. So this was a CC made photograph that we've got. It's a big frame with 9 different photos for my photo shoot in it. And you'll also see I put a few different ones around because obviously we've got them in our bedroom at the moment, and if we owned the house we can put them other than just having multiple pictures in our bedroom. So yeah, that was the kind of thought process behind. So within this house I wanted to keep the layout pretty much the same, in the sense of like where the utility room was, the kitchen, the bathrooms, and the bedrooms. Obviously some bedrooms I've repurposed and used as different things, but that's because if I bought the house I am not gonna be knocking through walls and changing the layout of the house, because my brain, I can't be bothered for that. So I just made sure I kept the structure and everything the same, and yeah, we just modernized it because our kitchen's quite, some of the house is quite old. For example, there's like green cabinets and stuff in our kitchen. So me and Nathan really love like modernized things. We love a lot of blacks and whites. And luckily, like, he had a black bedroom already when I moved in, and I was like, this is great. I can accessorize with some black and white pieces. I got my little like rose gold trays and candles and things, and for me that's great because they're like, you love it monochrome and so do I. So yeah, obviously we had to put the dog bowls and everything in. We don't have the dogs in our household yet, but I will be getting them added in because we need the doggies. My 2 little Springer Spaniels. But you'll see throughout the house I add the pictures of us, and this is like one of the frames we've got. And we've got like different pictures like this around the house, and I think they're absolutely beautiful. They're such good quality, and they're just so cute. Ah, I love him. But yeah, so we put a few of them around. You'll also see I make a kitty stream room at the moment. You'll see this house has 3 floors. I'm in the loft. We've got our bedroom to the left of me, and then this is kind of like a spare bedroom. It used to be one of his sister's rooms, so he's got like a bed behind which I use to like display and dump my mess. As you can see over here, right behind me, there's a pile of paperwork that I really need to sort out, and it's disgusting. So yay. But I would love to move it downstairs into one of the spare bedrooms, have more shelving, more display units, and just have a better stream room. But we're going into the living room here, guys, and I'm not gonna lie, I used quite a lot of CC throughout this build. A lot of modern pieces, grey sofas, the woods, and I made some really cute objects put in this house. I went to town with decorating them shelves, so you can see I just added a few more photos, and I was just trying to work out the layout of where I wanted things and the best way to maximize the space so we can have the dining room, we can have like a section off living space, and for me that's really important, and just making sure that you've utilized in every space of the house, because there's not really room for a dining room in this house unless you go in like the conservatory, but it's cold in there all the time, or boiling hot in the summer. So I was like, make sure we're utilizing the space, and how can we put the dining room or that we've got already in the living room but it's against the wall. I was like, how do we make this more open and kind of separate the 2 sections as well. This over here is going to be my stream room and Kitty's dream heaven. So obviously what the streaming desk there with the pink chair, pink, I used these like IKEA shelving, which I would love to have. And as you guys know, I have a lot of like pops. So I've got like my Overwatch pops behind me. I've also got some on my desk. Sorry, Diva, I just squished you. I got 2 in my computer, and then I've got loads up on a unit there just behind. So I would love to have them in storage, like a nice unit all lit up with LEDs. So that's kind of what I was using there with the little Sims figures, and added some kitty paintings around the room, which I would absolutely love to have my artwork that Gravy did for me in my room posted up on the wall. I would absolutely love that. Here we are into the bedroom. So you'll see here, this bedroom is absolutely huge. It is not realistic in the sizing of this room, but don't get me wrong, his parents' room is quite big, which if we bought the house, it would be ours. So I was just making sure like the spacing was right, but it really wasn't. I would love to have some built-in wardrobes there, so I just kind of shrunk the room and built the wardrobes in, which realistically could be done if you can move the door, because the door goes like right against the wall. But if that's possible, because I don't think it will work. Also at the moment they've got like a long vanity cupboard that goes all against the window. So I was going to replicate that and then alter it with like my designing, but I was like, no, it takes up too much of the room, so I just put a little vanity desk in the corner and then just added a few plants and things and some lovely paintings. But I just wanted to keep this room as simple and glam and not kind of overpower it with having too much clutter. I was like, as soon as I own my own house, I want to get rid of so much clutter, and I want to have like really fancy storage areas basically. Going into the bathroom now, we've got quite a big bathroom, so this is quite realistic to size. So what I've just done is put this beautiful glass black framing around the shower head. I built this kind of bathroom sink countertop, and you would have seen that I did that in Mama's dream home as well, like a very similar styling, and put a little bit of grass behind it. I love the circle mirror, it works so well, and we do have like a big corner bath, so I wanted to keep that the same, and we just added some cute little detailings going in. So the bathroom is pretty much the same in the layout, but it's just more modernized with the white tiling and the black accents, and for me that's perfect. So what I'm doing here is our housemate Gary. I feel like if we bought the house, Gary will still live with us until we sorted his life out. So I was like, nah, we need to make sure I give Gary his room too. So you can see later on, my boyfriend does not do that. He kicks him out. So yes, we went for the black and red theme. He is a Liverpool fan, which doesn't go too well in this house because this whole household is Man United fans. But so the red kind of works with him. And then this is upstairs. So this is where our bedroom currently is, and this room currently is. So this is where our bedroom would be, and I just kind of turned it into like a man cave, gaming room, like a nice chill out area, sofa, some cool lights and that kind of thing. So here we go. This is my boyfriend's furnishing style. My boyfriend never played Sims before, doesn't know how anything works. As you can see with these counter placements, he has no idea what's going on. So in the end, I deleted everything for him. He picked out the counters, and then I placed him in the places he wanted, because I kept checking up on him, and it was just so stressful watching him try and do that. But it was quite interesting to see how he would lay out things, and obviously he doesn't know any of the cheats and stuff, but yeah, it's quite interesting to see his thought process on this. So he also was like, why can't I have more than one monitor? I was like, it doesn't work like that on The Sims, I'm sorry. But yeah, he managed to sort out what he wanted, his little office. He extended the room out. He was pretty impressed. I was pretty impressed with like some of his decisions, and then some of his other decisions were quite questionable. Like, I was like, this is where you dream and you put everything you want in your house. I was like, this is your time to design this house exactly how you want it, okay? Some of the things I'm like, would you really want that in your bedroom? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, wouldn't you want like a really nice, fancy, glamorous bedroom where you can you go relax and not have any junk and stuff everywhere? And he's like, heh, heh. So I don't know if it's just like a female thing of wanting to have like a nice place to go and zen, and you feel really relaxed and there's no clutter and stuff everywhere. But I don't know if that's just a female thing or what, because some things I just really questioned with like, what are you doing? I really didn't quite understand. But yeah, overall he did really well, and like his living room had some questionable objects in there, but I think he did really well with like making sure the colours matched, and I was quite impressed with everything that he did. There's a few things I want him to get better at, but we'll kind of see how it goes. He wasn't taking it seriously, so maybe that's kind of why he did a few things the way he did. But yeah, hopefully he will kind of maybe let me do this again later on, and maybe he will be a little bit more serious when it comes to the building and how he would actually like to have his house. So maybe we'll try it again in the future, or maybe I'll build like a really modernistic home for us to try. But yeah, I was super proud. I really like how he's done the layout in here, and he's like kind of put the TV in one kind of area, and then he's gave like a little cute little seating area, and a small rounded little table with some chairs to give some extra dining space. But yeah, I was quite impressed with how his layout worked, and just the colours of it worked really well together, but could be better. So this is me, as you can see, super fast, and put in the kitchen for him. And then he kind of decorated the rest. He was like, I want 6 island counters. So I did it, obviously, because... And he was like, can't get in. I'm like, yes. And that's not how he speaks, guys, and that's just my impressionist voice of him, and it really bugs him. It's quite funny. But yeah, overall, I was quite impressed with certain things that he did. Like his colour schemes are very black and white. I'm happy with that. That's what I want. Obviously, better styling. But yeah, apart from that, I think he did a really good job. I was quite impressed, and I'm really proud of him. Really proud of him. But still, watching this, it makes me cringe. I'm like, what's going on? And then he doesn't do wallpaper until like the last option, and I can't do that. I have to do the wallpaper in the room, and I just could not cope with some of these decisions. But yeah, I was quite impressed overall, and he kind of kept the same layout as like what we've got already. He was pretty good in the sense of asking me. He was like, where's this, I want this, can you show me? So I did try and help out. His bathroom turned out pretty good. I was quite impressed with his overall bathroom. He's like, I want a square bath. I was like, this is not possible, Nathan, so please stop doing that. Overall, yeah, I was quite impressed with how he did his bathroom. It took a while to get there, but overall I was quite impressed. He tried to change the layout of like where the things would go, but I told him, as much as you want to, I feel like the layout that we've currently got in our bathroom works best. But yeah, overall I was quite impressed with his colour schemes. He did really well. He put the toilet roll really high up in the wall, not realising, I don't think. But yeah, overall I was quite impressed with like certain things. I was really disappointed with his bedroom. He originally wanted to give us bunk beds because he likes having a bed to himself, which I thought was quite greedy. Then he went on with the coffin and the pod idea, and I was like, please stop. It's like a little kid when you're trying to do things and they're like, no, and you're trying to hint like their ways of doing things. He also chose, unintentionally, he wanted the white walls with the brown border, but he chose the dirty ones from like City Living, so like the used dirty wallpaper, and he didn't realise. So I had to change that. Like tell him at the end, I was like, you've put dirty wallpaper on my walls. And he's like, what? It's like, yeah, change it back. I don't like it. For me, I'm like really OCD. He was like, but you can't tell. I was like, I can tell. I was like, please stop. For you guys, it's probably like okay, but have you ever sat and played The Sims with someone and you're judging every single thing they do, and you just look at them like, I won't do that. I won't do that. Please don't do that. For me, I find it really on edge. I don't know if that's just because I'm quite controlling and I like to be in control of like situations. And I'm like, okay, I'll do this, and you just go away. I think that's just because of my nature more than anything. But here he is building my stream room. He originally thought giving me a bed in there was a good idea instead of utilizing the space, because he was like, you can nap. And I was like, yes. He did give me a kitty rug. Put some of my kitty paintings in there, which, you know, high five to him, well done. But I told him to remove the bed and please utilize the space better, because, you know, you only got so much space, and I don't think I need a bed in my stream room because I'll have a bed next door. So here's him building the bedroom. He also didn't realise that bed was a CC object and didn't come with a bed frame. He just thought it was a floating bed. So, hey ho. Some of these colours are quite interesting. He was like, I'll put a wardrobe here and I'll put a wardrobe here with some tables here. And I was like, please. For me, I don't like it. Stop. I was like, but I had to let him. I just had to let him build. And for me, it's just why would you want a bedroom to look like that? Like, why wouldn't you want it glamorous? It's just so mishmash. And he's like, oh, I'll just put some of these shelvings in and put some of there with a mirror there. And I'm like, there we go, thank you. So this is where he was like started off building his best friend's room. He put a rug and a dog bed in, so that's good. So yeah, this is his thought process on if I was building a room for my best friend, what would I do? Purple carpet, pink walls, blue bed, and a bit of mishmashy objects, obviously. He does delete, as you can see, and I think he builds a gym instead, which is more practical. And we've got a gym already in the spare bedrooms, so the one where the stream room is on this build, and unfortunately no one uses it. I need to go and work out. I got no excuse why I don't work out, apart from about 12-hour shifts. I come home, I'm tired, I go to bed, and then the next day I'm like, I need to do YouTube or Twitch or something, because I'm just so unorganized sometimes. And as much as I write it on my board, I don't always do it. And for example, on Thursday I was supposed to do stuff and I didn't stream. I didn't do anything apart from clean my computer, rip my keyboard apart, tidy a few things up, and I was like, okay, I'm done for today. Like, Kit, no. The only thing is, like, for me, I do have to give myself a little bit of leeway, otherwise it just causes a massive anxiety surge, and I'm really harsh on myself. So, yeah, apart from that, I have to be really good to myself. But this is pretty much it for the video. Yes, it was impressive. I was going to get some screenshots for you guys, but it was just too many screenshots between my build and his build. So upstairs he kind of went with a spare bedroom vibe. He went with a bit of mishmashy colours, some interesting carpet choice and some interesting wallpaper choice. He did try and tone it down a little bit because I was like, what are you doing? And then just did a few bits of rearranging and changing the wallpapers for me. And I did a few little decorations because I like, this house is very empty. Here he is putting the wallpaper in that I hated, but he does change it. Added some tables and just little bits, and he tried to put the roof back on and really struggled. He did okay. He did okay. Overall, I'm really proud of what he did. I know it was kind of like a joke for him, but yeah, I was super proud. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please comment down below if you want to see him in it, because I'm trying to force him to do it. But yeah, hope you guys love it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.